Hi everybody, this is Anita from Tarot and Stars, also known as Aria Sparrow Song, and I can't tell you enough good things about this deck that I just opened up. It's called the Starman Tarot, complete with book. I was going to do just a flip through of the deck for you today. The book is really, really informative, lots of information. It doesn't have full-scale color pictures, but that's okay. So this is the eagerly awaited Starman Tarot, which has art that was influenced by the art of David Bowie, actually. The artist is David de Angelis. We ordered these in May and just got them yesterday here at Enchanted Triple Moon. So I'm going to do a quick flip through and give you some thoughts on some of these cards. The cardstock, it's okay. It's kind of like the standard Scarabeo tarot decks. It's a little glossy. Some of the cards stuck together at first. So let me start with, I hope this is focused for everybody. So there's the Sacred Clown or Fool, the Starman or Magician. Sorry about the glare. There is a little bit of glare, but I wanted these images to be lit up. I don't know why that's not focused. All right, there we go. A little bit better. I can hardly wait to work with these. I've just been staring at the images for the past hour. Anything to add, Annette, on this deck? Impressions, first impressions?
I think it screams David Bowie.
Oh yeah, it screams David Bowie for sure.
And the book that comes with it, I think, is very informative.
Say that a little bit louder.
The book that comes with it,
Yeah.
I think that's very informative. It has different information in it that other tarot books just don't have.
Yeah, there's kind of like an expanded section on the history of the tarot, which is kind of cool. None of us had any idea that David Bowie was into tarot, but there's kind of like an allusion to the fact that he knew that some of his art would be used, or some of his influences would be used in this deck. So maybe he did know about this before he died. It's possible. Or the artist might have told him, the David de Angelis might have told him this was his project. That moon is really amazing. I'm hoping y'all can see this because I noticed that this is a little blurry. I'm trying to cut the glare, but I definitely needed the light. If you are waiting to get this deck, don't wait. Just go get it, because I have a feeling a lot of people will be ordering it if they were waiting. And I know sometimes these cards get back ordered for long periods of time until there's a second printing or a third printing. For any of you out there that remember a lot of the decks that were being published in the 90s, there was a deck that became one of my favorites. It was published by an artist in San Francisco. I can't recall the name or even where my deck is, but it was called the Cosmic Tribe Tarot. And some of these images kind of remind me of that. Photo images that have been also added to art, like a collage of sorts. This is the Ten of Cups we're on. Of course, there's images that look somewhat like Bowie, and there's a couple of images in here that actually reminded me of Prince, too. So, another deck that might be similar in color and scope to this would be the Apocalypsis Tarot. And I read somewhere somebody said that the Apocalypsis Tarot, that this tarot was like the Apocalypsis Tarot on drugs. So I thought that was kind of cool. Because this is more visionary, even more visionary than the Apocalypsis. More visionary as far as the art goes. That's cool. Three of Pentacles. I like that one. There you go. I like that. The Five of Pentacles. It's not such a negative image. It has the same meaning, but it doesn't look as malefic. So I kind of always look at those cards to see how those transpose into another artist's work. I like to look at the aces too. And the court cards, of course. Don't wait to get this deck. Just go out and get it as soon as you can. Nine of Pentacles, beautiful. I might do some more of these flip throughs with other decks. That doesn't seem to be getting into focus. There you go. King of Pentacles. I always call him the sugar daddy. I'm not too happy with the back. I know there's a description in the book that I haven't read yet about the back and what it symbolizes, but it's okay. I don't think it really matters. And you know, on a couple of my decks where I really didn't like the back, I just found really cool contact paper that I liked and just put that on the back of the cards. Really created like a new backing, so you can always do that with these. That's not coming into focus very well. If you've got any questions about this deck, just shoot me a message. I'm not an expert on this deck, but I'll certainly try to answer your questions or find out what I can find out. Wow, there you go. Eight of Wands. That definitely looks like movement to me. I always think of like the energy rush right after a long Mercury retrograde, and then the days after that where everything's moving really fast. That's what that Eight of Wands reminds me of, that kind of energy. Nine of Wands. This dude, he always takes too much on. He shoulders all the responsibility. He overcommits himself. Boy, does that definitely look like that in this card. Okay. Now we're on the Princess of Wands. I love the court cards in this, by the way, in this whole deck. Queen of Wands, Social Butterfly. King of Wands. Definitely the dude in control. Okay, now we get to the swords. I think this is the last suit. Yep. I'm going to mix these up and try and do a few readings with them, or at least there's a couple of really good spreads in the book. I haven't looked them over, but I certainly will be after this. Three of Swords. Ah, sad, bitterness, heartbreak on that Three of Swords. Four of Swords, chill. This is the chill card. Chill out. That's not focusing. All in all, this deck is amazing. I would say highly recommended. Even if you're not going to read with it, if some people might not like images that are as detailed as this, this is certainly a deck for collectors. Make sure if you're collecting that you're keeping all your packaging, because that's what increases the value. It's not getting focused. There we go. There's alien, in some of these cards, alien writing or graphics, which is super interesting to see. Where that came from, I expect to find out in the book at some point. There's your Queen of Swords, the woman alone, the wise woman with the impression of the owl above her head. The alien, you can see some of the alien writing to the right of her. And there's the King of Swords. Let me get him focused. Can't get him focused for some reason, but there is a lot of alien writing on this card. Maybe symbolizes the written language. There we go. Writing, communication, words, thoughts, ideas. Okay, so that is the flip through of the new Starman Tarot by David de Angelis. This was published by Scarabeo, Lo Scarabeo, and it was just released yesterday, October 9th, 2018. So I hope you all have a great day and that you can use this information. I will do some more of these. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye.